Project Ubin Kakis is a community service project that aims to raise public awareness and interest about Pulau Ubin and its residents. Our goal is to form meaningful connections with the communities in Pulau Ubin and share their cultures and kampong life with others through various digital and social channels.
This is our first community service project at Pulau Ubin. The project provides an interdisciplinary learning experience where our students can learn and appreciate Singapore's cultural heritage and utilize their skill sets such as content creation and video production. It also exposes our students to larger societal issues such as urban development and how we can create sustainable communities. The project's intrinsic value lies in its ability to empower both students and Ubin residents to participate actively in conserving and sharing the island's rich history.
There's a lack of healthcare over here because, without clinics, without nurses over here, if an elderly resident is not feeling well or if they need emergency help, they'll have to find a bumboat. They'll have to go all the way back to mainland Singapore, which can be a bit dangerous. All the trades that are left are van drivers, your bicycle shop, zhicha stores, eateries and stuff. But in the past few years, visitorship has plummeted. So it's very hard for these stores to continue. And if we don't do something about it, I think we're going to lose one of the last few kampongs of Singapore. A lot of knowledge and content about the heritage of Pulau Ubin has not been properly archived. If you see the headman's house, you will see all these photographs of this wonderful heritage. Pictures of the community, the township, all their activities back then when it was still a large population here on Pulau Ubin. And all these pictures have been fading over time. But thanks to the Ubin Kakis who have come here, scanning these pictures so that we can at least look back on our past and this old kampong.
At the start of our project, we conducted site recce's to familiarize ourselves with the surroundings and to identify the different locations with cultural and historical significance. We also worked closely with our project partner and adopted a strategic approach to engage residents in the main town first, many of whom are Terence's contacts and are very active in the island's activities. We also wanted to leverage their strong social network to mobilize the rest of the Ubin community to be part of our project. They have also shared valuable insights which helped us a lot in our culture mapping exercise, where we documented existing places and important landmarks on the island.
In our conversations with Auntie Doreen, we learned that there was a major festive celebration at the Tua Pek Kong Temple. Helping out at this event gave us the chance to connect with other residents and stakeholders. We also got to experience first-hand traditions like Ge Tai and its significance to the residents and understand why they are so keen to share their culture with more people. This inspired our team to plan our subsequent visits around similar festive celebrations. We therefore realized how important needs analysis and asset mapping are, as well as establishing strong relationships with stakeholders to ensure that our project addresses the underlying issues faced by the community.
Coordinating interviews for our videos required time and effort. Some of the residents were also not comfortable being on screen, and there were a few who had to back out of the shoot at the last minute, which is understandable because for these residents, their business comes first. There were also the weather elements that we had to deal with. We had to adapt and think on our feet, which made the entire experience more memorable. At the end of the day, this is part and parcel of the Project Ubin Kakis learning experience. This also helps us to forge camaraderie amongst our teammates.
Another challenge was the language barrier. While we were able to converse with some of the residents in Mandarin, there were a few who could only speak dialects or Malay, therefore our interactions were limited. But over time, I would say that because of our constant efforts in engaging the residents, we managed to bridge the language gap with the help of the locals through translation and form genuine relationships with them.
We are doing this because we really cherish this part of Singapore's history and heritage. It's important that we help to sustain this kampong so that the next generation will get to enjoy this part of Singapore's heritage.
I remember one of the taxi drivers told us that the map that we designed for the taxi stand was really useful, as it could easily point visitors to the different routes and places of interest. That was the moment when we felt that we had made a positive impact on the lives of the residents.
As the island residents are getting older, it's critical that we continue to document their narratives as part of safeguarding Singapore's living heritage. Through our documentation efforts and consistent engagement with the community, we hope that the project can spark more dialogues on how we can preserve our heritage using innovative ways.